Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a video on compassion, a little bit peek into my mind, into my past, because Trump has coronavirus, and I'm one of the people, I'm the first is free speech. Anyone can say whatever they want, that's their absolute right to do so. And I'm also someone that says, unfortunately, some things are funny. And the meme game has been so strong. There's also a thing okay, where something's funny, that maybe shouldn't be joked about, but if it's right, it's humor. There was this one time in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, that show. They were doing something, and then they're Frank, that's suicide, and Frank, played by Danny DeVito, goes, "Suicide is badass," and just the way he said it, the timing, it was funny. Obviously, a bunch of people, probably millions of people in the world that had lost someone to suicide, would probably go, like myself included. But a lot of people, they just can't take a joke. Super sore subject, and they just don't think it's funny. I'm someone that says, if something is funny, it's funny. However, there's also something where I think that you can say something, and it's just not funny. You're just attempting to. I don't know if you're attempting to be funny or you're just being an asshole. Which sometimes being an asshole can be funny too. But there were a lot of memes with Trump. It was Michael Scott, and he was like, ah, he was like that, and the caption read when Mike Pence finds out Trump has coronavirus. I was like, all right, that made me laugh, and I shared that, and I just said okay, market is reaction terribly, bad for stocks. Meme game is reacting strongly. Y'all are savage. So that's just what I said. Me, I don't want to say I haven't said. I'm one of the biggest Trump defenders because I feel like a lot of people attack him for stuff that's not really important. They attack someone for bad policy, sure, 100%. Attack people for things that maybe you said, okay, yeah, he's an asshole, but did that affect anyone? Maybe it hurt someone's feelings, whatever. There's another one where Melania must have been doing some ceremonial, maybe flower garden thing. You dig something, you put it there, and just the caption just read, "I dig grave for husband," and just it was funny. But there's a bunch of people that are just typing just "I hope he fucking dies," and yeah, that's if you put it in a joke way, it's just something but just typing "I hope he fucking dies," just that's not. I don't think that's funny. If you put in a meme, it's funny. If you put hey, Simpsons ain't lied to us yet, and you show okay, that's funny. But there's a lot of people that just have a lot of malice in their hearts that are just really just I don't. They're not evil. They just backstory. When John McCain died, I think in 2016 or 20. Uh, John McCain's U.S. senator for I don't know how many years. He originally did serve in the United States military, and he had been a prisoner of war. And it was actually really badass the way he got out. As he was saying okay, we're gonna film you and or whatever, and the way he blinked told them, it was he blinked in Morse code. Um, so the way he got out was really badass. And he actually said no, I'm gonna stay with my guys. I'm staying with the so he, he couldn't lift his hands above here or whatever. But having said that, he was also a war hawk. He was always about war, going to war, bombing people, and just putting people like myself and friends that I served with in harm's way when I don't think that's the best idea. Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes there's a vacuum of power. Most of the times the US created that vacuum, but sometimes when there's bad people and you have to go in and then you go and you liberate some people and then you go back to that same place 2 years later and everything's changed for the better. Sometimes that needs to happen, but the way John McCain was voting, just bomb everyone. I'm pretty sure he was racist, and I have no factual base to base that on. It just kind of seems like it. And when he died, I smiled, and I can't 100% remember what I was thinking, but again, 4-ish years ago, whenever he died, I'm pretty sure what I thought was good. That evil bastard died, and that's just the reaction of what I heard. I didn't feel bad about it until I read my friend Rebecca's post about it, saying like, say what you want about McCain, he's still a person, still had a family, they're mourning him, and she said, because he passed away, I think, from one of the cancers that he had, and she said, I hope I'm never on the side of cancer. And I was like, fuck, man. Like that's something that I don't think was, I didn't expect it to hit me that way, and part of me was just like, no, it was evil. I'm going to use the anger in my heart to just fuel my workouts. And I still do that for different reasons. But when Trump got coronavirus and I saw Lex Friedman, who's like a genius, I think went to MIT, he's like a master of AI, he's got his own podcast, he's been on Joe Rogan a couple times, and he's all about love. And through the last several years, from many acid trips, my mindset has changed a lot. And I'm all about love and helping people and just being friends and talking to them, having conversations. No, I don't wish bad on anyone. Let's say Hillary Clinton was in there, and I always hope whatever the best thing to happen for America. Hillary Clinton's in there. Okay, who was the vice? I don't even know who her vice presidential candidate was going to be. But I was just like, okay, would it be good if she died? And when presidents die, there's other countries will be like, all right, U.S. is going through some chaos right now. They're freaking out. Now's a good time to do something. Like, I don't wish that on anyone. And yeah, even if I guess someone was maybe evil, like Lex Friedman says, I hope the president gets better. That's all he said. And he's posted that knowing that some people are going to be like, oh, you hope a racist gets better? With Donald Trump's racist or not? I don't know. I don't think so. No factual proof one way or the other. For me, I don't know. It's like, are you support someone that hates gays? Or like, whatever they're going to type, like he's going to get a lot of hate for that. But his mindset is always, no, I love people. Spread love. Help. And I don't know if he's ever done acid. I'm pretty sure he has, but he's really deep into meditation and stuff too. And then Elon Musk, another person that I look up to, that I make most of my videos about, says, I agree with Lex. And I don't think it does your soul any good to wish harm upon anyone. I think that's just bad for you. I think it's just bad for your inner person. So I don't know what hell is going on with my Facebook right now, because I took a screenshot of it. I was like, I'm glad these two people that I look up to are using their platforms to show compassion rather than malice. And I hope I can reach a few friends that way too. And I put my friend Rebecca's quote in there. I was like, listen, I hope I'm never on the side of someone, dying from a disease that, honestly, Trump will most likely recover anyway, because disease is not that deadly. Actually, the disease is deadly. It affects people that are older, that are obese. And Trump's like, oh God. Then he went to the hospital. And it was really weird. He went to the hospital, but they said it's just preventative measures, but he hasn't really been on Twitter, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's my video for today. It was going to be on running, but then I thought, okay, this has happened, so I'll make it on this. Anyway, I hope that whatever your political feelings are, again, people, they're just people, and they're honestly trying their best. Most of them. And unfortunately, most people, they just don't have that. Everyone is messed up in one way or another. And some people just never learn compassion. They never learn these types of things. A lot of people, are selfish. And, but a lot of people aren't also. A lot of people they're just naturally good. I had to learn how to be this way. Like, growing up, I'm wearing a Rocky shirt. Like, I was very, 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 very extraordinarily angry, and I got into boxing because I wanted to feel people's bones cracking when I hit them. When Mike Tyson tweeted, like, whenever I hit someone in the face, it feels orgasmic. And then Trump retweeted that, which was fucking hysterical. But no, when I understand that feel, like I get it, like to feel like you're at war with someone, yeah, it's a good feel. Um, Thankfully now I just do it for the sport and the exercise, and not really feeling those crazy feelings. But again, I learned that mostly from acid. Yeah, and not that I was a horrible person. I always tried to do good, mostly because influences from like Dragon Ball Z or Captain America, trying to do the right thing. But um, yeah, not a lot of people get that. Some people just aren't shown that, and they just don't have compassion because no compassion was shown to them. So I think if you do that and you be nice and help other people out, I swear the what you do in life, the actions that you take, your every single interaction with every other being, like this guy right here. Oh, okay. He's a little moth fly thingy. They're far more important than you think. Like that, the butterfly effect. That's just what happens. So I am going to end it there. I hope this reaches people, and just even if it just has one person, I'm going to try to be nicer to whoever. It's worth it. Guys, I love you. I'll talk to y'all later. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Catch y'all later. Bye.